Namaste. Hello family. Sorry here bringing you a little more soul sense to expand your consciousness and your life once again. I hope everybody's been blessed and amazed through this new year already. And I hope you had an amazing Christmas. This week's message is about learning how to balance the physical, the mental, and the spiritual body, and understanding that there's different aspects of ourselves and how important it is, especially in this time that we are in, to understand and balance these aspects so we can work towards our personal development and becoming who we really want to be and achieve the goals that we want to achieve in every aspect. I felt that it was important to bring some clarity and some balance to these subjects because I've noticed a lot of us are transitioning in doing a lot of purging of our past life, and that's where the cosmos has us right now, guys. And I want you to understand that this aspect in that process, it's so important, because what's happening is we're being pushed to evolve and purge these old emotions and these old experiences. And what's happening is they're bring up to the surface, and we're resonating with situations that we're manifesting today, because if we're still hanging on to things from the past and we're not understanding that, we are resonating and we are continuing to manifest things in our life that will always bring up that same kind of emotional experience. Do you understand? So here's how I want to explain that. The mental body is its own consciousness. It's the spiritual body, its own consciousness, and the emotional body is its own consciousness, but it's all within us. Actually, every cellular structure in your body, physical and non-physical, because you guys know we are multidimensional. Every aspect of us, everything in the universe is consciousness. But it's important for you to fine-tune that. And it's important for you guys, just like I've explained in the past, that either to listen to spirit, that spiritual body, you have to tune in like tuning into a radio station. And either for you to really hear your spirit speaking to you and listening to God, you have to fine-tune this process. And that is first step is understanding who you are. See, most of us don't understand that. We think we're just this one person, and I'd say I'm Sonia, or I'm this person, or I'm that person, whoever you might be, and you're not understanding that there's so much integration to you. See, even a year ago, you were literally not the same person you were a year ago, or 10 years ago. You have a completely new cellular structure to your body. So you cannot feed it the same things. You cannot feed it the same things mentally, physically, or spiritually. And when you do, that's when it becomes a toxin and it becomes a poison in your life. And that's when you start manifesting things that you really don't want to. Because what that's really telling you is the universe is pushing you to dig really deep and work through those issues that you feel that have got you still manifesting things and experiences and people, places that are familiar to something you had going on 10 years ago. See, when you can acknowledge the mental body has its own consciousness, and this is where the ego lives, right? And the physical body has its own consciousness, its own feelings, its own emotions. And this is where our spirit resides in our temple. And our spirit has its own energy force. And it's all living together, housed in this unit that we call ourselves, in this human body. We're really spirit having a human existence and experience. So when you can really understand these things are different aspects of you, then you can get a little more understanding and more control of what's going on. See, most of us are stuck in the physical, in the mental body, and we react to life through our emotions, because our emotions are our guidance system. Yes, they're there to guide us, but they're not there to control us. And it's one of the hardest lessons that we have to learn here in this experience, because we all want to react from emotion. And that's not always the right way to go. Yes, definitely, I'm not disregarding our emotions. We need them, obviously. But to let them lead us into the direction of a sporadic, I want to say, unbalanced energy, that is where we fall short. And that is how we need to understand to come together and work on ourselves. I find that through meditation, as I always speak about, helps me find that balance. I find myself and connecting to spirit, and I feel grounded. And when I feel that I'm not only speaking to the universe, I'm listening to the universe, and I'm listening to the universe talk back and answer my questions. Because I'm not always, I'm far from always balanced, but I know how to acknowledge these different aspects and put in that phone call to spirit, if you want to say, do meditation, and listen to what I'm asking for. See, most of us are asking through prayer, through thoughts, through actions, through things that we're speaking. People that don't understand the things you speak, you're putting it out into the universe, and you're calling that to you. So it's whether it's something you don't like, you're still putting the same amount of energy out there as something that you want or you want to attract into your life. These are the different things that it's important to understand. So when you can get into that realization that everything is existence, consciousness, the words that you speak, that you feel, that you think, you are co-creating with the universe that reality. So if you're only depending on the mind to be the one that's actually manifesting and co-creating that manifestation in your life, you're going to be really chaotic and experience a lot of things in your life that are really leaning towards the lack of whatever it is that you're looking for, because the ego lives there, and it's always living in those lower emotional and vibrational emotions. And it's very important that you understand that. I always push, because it's so important to listen to the body and listen to spirit, because these are the highest aspects of yourself. Say the biggest and smartest and most evolved version of you. That is spirit, that is God, the one creator that is within yourself and within everything. And that part of you is there to guide you. And that's why it's important to do the things I always stress about. Eating healthy, exercising, surrounding yourself around the right people, putting in the right information into your brain, with the TV, music, everything. All these are programs that you are downloading into your brain, and you are living these things out. So if you're not conscious about that, you're going to let the emotional body guide you, or the mental body. Spirit, all good. This is what we are leaning towards, and what we want to work our way and learn how to put our spirit in the driver's seat. See, it's your intention on doing that is what makes the difference. When I wake up every morning, I surrender my ego to my higher self, and I give my spirit permission to be in the driver's seat. So I'm not making my decisions based on my ego and my emotions, because I feel very deeply, especially as an empath. And it's been one of the most challenging things in my life, is to learn how to balance my emotions, especially, being one of those people that have been through a lot, and, energies always came at me. So I've had to learn how to put an energy block, right? To know what kind of energy I want to let in and let surround me, and what kind of people and circumstances and experiences that I'm trying to co-create and allow in my inner kingdom. And this is the things that I want you guys to understand, that you have control over that. So it's so important. I want to stress. A lot of you guys think it's not important to deal with something that you've been dealing in the past, but if you can see it manifesting in your present, that is the key, that is the sign. And it's so important not to dismiss that. So it's important to learn the different aspects of this. you know, mental, physical, and spiritual body. It's all connected, yes, but one can outweigh the other if you allow it. It's fine-tuning that process. And it's just allowing yourself to really listen to every aspect of yourself aside of the ego, aside of the mental body. Because this part of you is living in and feels that it lives in a short time. It's a short time to live. And that's why it's always living in fear and sorrow and anger and envy and all these different things that really aren't the real us. It's there to protect us, and it was created by God, the creator, the infinite creator, for a reason, and we definitely have to depend on that aspect, but we have to find the balance between all worlds. Once you understand you are multi-dimensional, you exist more than just a physical here in this body. You have spirit living within you right at this same spot at all times. And the same goes for the angels and the ascended masters and all the guides that we have around us that help us on our journey. We have to have our third eye open and our spirit in balance and our will to be here, want to hear and get the signs to be guided through our life. This is the things that I want to stress and teach and show you guys through this new year, through 2018. Let's make this an amazing year, guys. And know that we are never alone. We are never meant to take this journey by ourselves. We always have someone. We always have someone. And God always puts someone in our life to help direct us. We just got to have our eyes open to see Him. That's this week's message. I want to tell you guys that I love you dearly. I just appreciate you so much and your support. I have tons of new stuff to talk about this coming year because I am constantly evolving and I want to share my journey and hopefully inspire you guys to become the best version of yourselves too. Love you. I'll see you guys soon.